You may not want to admit it, but everyone always wants to know more about the behind-the-scenes moments of a film set, and also if there are Easter eggs connected between the acting and real life. Well, today we are going to be looking into that aspect, and it is based on the Supernatural series. Plot. Okay, so the Supernatural series has come to a potential close, and quite frankly, it has come a long way. From the number of awards and nominations won to being dubbed one of America's longest-running scripted TV series. Truly, there is a lot to remember from the series, but there's also quite a lot to know about the series outside its acting. So, here are some of the top 10 behind-the-scenes facts and moments you didn't know about Supernatural. Number 1. The show had a 10-year development run before it was aired. Before gracing us with his television appearance in 2005, creator Eric Kripke took nearly 10 years to develop the movie. And yes, it was originally meant to be a movie. However, Eric Kripke later changed it to a series and spent some years pitching the idea before it was accepted by the WB. Number 2. The original concept was changed. Before the series became what it actually is, it had to go through several changes. The original idea by creator Eric Kripke was based on an anthology series in which a tabloid reporter drives around the country in a van, killing demons in search for the truth. However, he later changed it to a more American-like concept after his first was disliked by the network. One that features the main characters being brothers going on road trips in their car, and having a feeling that, in his words, it was the best vehicle to tell these stories because it's pure, stripped down, and uniquely American. He continues further by saying, "These stories exist in all these small towns across the country. It only makes sense to drive in and out of those stories." End quote. Number 3. Character name changes. To pay homage to Jack Kerouac's road trip novel On the Road, Kripke decided on naming a brother Cy, but later changed it to Sam, which to him felt like a more appropriate name for the main character. Another change was on the last name given to the brothers. It was originally intended that their last name be Harrison, as a somewhat nod to actor Harrison Ford. The reason being that Kripke wanted Dean to be his devil-may-cry swagger version of Han Solo from Star Wars. However, the name had to be changed for legal reasons because there was already a Sam Harrison in Kansas. Another legal problem presented itself after the last name Winchester was chosen. This time it was for Sam and Dean's father, whose original name was meant to be Jack. But there was also another Jack Winchester in Kansas, and this forced Kripke to change the name from Jack to John. Number 4. Jensen Ackles could have acted as Sam. So it turns out, Jensen Ackles, who acted as Dean Winchester, originally auditioned for the role of Sam Winchester, even after developing a liking for the older brother. He later showed his preference for the role of Dean, and his wish was granted after Jared Padalecki turned up to audition for the role of Sam. If Padalecki didn't show up, who knows, we might not have seen the swaggy, badass-looking older brother in Jensen Ackles act as Dean. I mean, could you imagine Jensen Ackles as a scrawny, brooding younger brother? Because I sure can't. Number 5. Ackles directed some Supernatural episodes. Jensen Ackles was not only on the set as an actor, but he also had a hand in directing some of the series episodes. Episodes like Weekend at Bobby's, Soul Survivor, and even a more recent one in Atomic Monsters were all directed by the actor. Not only did he show the world how great of an actor he is, but he also added a touch of his genius to the episodes as well. Most notably were the stunts pulled off at the opening sequence of Atomic Monsters. The scene shows Dean casually beat and kill a group of monsters with some great display of stunts and acting. Number 6. Sam is married to Ruby. Okay, if you are actually a Supernatural fan, this may not be much of a secret. But if you don't follow up the news offset, then yes, Sam is actually married to the actress of Ruby. Genevieve Padalecki met Jared Padalecki on set, and apparently the two just hit it off in an instant. An episode titled The French Mistake even made a reference to their real-life romance by showing the couple living in a luxurious house with portraits of themselves adorning the walls. Number 7. Sister Jo is Dean's wife. Danielle Ackles, who plays the role of Sister Jo, a self-seeking angel turned faith healer, is actually Jensen Ackles' wife. And no, they did not meet on set like Jared Padalecki and his wife. Danielle made an appearance on the cast of the Supernatural series in Season 13 as a guest star and actor. Talk about love on set. Number 8. The lead actors are expert pranksters. Both Jensen and Jared are said to be experts at fooling around on set, a trait they've had for years. It's also believed that the crew also joins them in the ensuing chaos. The pair was also rumored to constantly pull pranks on Misha Collins, aka Castile, but later turned their sights to the new addition Alexander Calvert, Jack. Guess you could say he had to be inducted into the brothers' supernatural family both on and off set. Number 9. Mark Sheppard wasn't happy with Crowley. Mark Sheppard, who plays the Demon King Crowley, was apparently disappointed with his character. Crowley, the snarky king of hell, who was originally a fan favorite, apparently didn't seem to be too involved in the writers' plans for the series. A feat Mark Sheppard didn't seem to take lightly, which made him immediately demand out of the series. So, if you wondered why one of your favorite characters was killed off rather unceremoniously, well, it's because of that. Number 10. The actors cut down on episodes. In 2019, the trio of Ackles, Padalecki, and Collins announced that its original 24 episodes a season would be tuned down to 20 for season 14 upwards. This decision was made to give the actors more time to spend with their families since most of the lead actors have young kids. It's not surprising, after all, that a show based on family and sacrifice teaches its actors how not to sacrifice time with their own families. I'm sure their kids will appreciate that decision more in the future. So there you have it, some of the events that happened behind the scenes. Did we miss any other important behind-the-scenes moments? Let us know in the comments section below. And also, if you haven't already, do like and subscribe to the channel for more insights on movies and series.